All right, welcome everybody. My name is Derek Bryant, and this is another episode of With My Wine's Weekly Roundup. So, this week you might notice the setting around me is different. It's because we have a actually special episode today. We are collaborating with a good friend of mine here, Sydney, from CakeJournal. So earlier today, we collaborated on a video and made some tasty desserts, a red wine brownie and a white wine ice cream using these two wines. So now we're gonna do a sample of all these, and then at the end, as a treat, we're gonna bring it all back together, try the wines and the desserts together, and see how we did.
Yeah, and we created a giant brownie sundae too, so stay tuned for that.
That's going to be fun.
Oh yeah.
So, and click the link here for the link over to the CakeJournal video to see how we made the brownie and the ice cream.
Yeah, definitely go check that out. I'll be there.
You should. I'm there too. So, thanks for coming on, Sid. This first half, though, I have to do myself.
Yes, I'm not 21 years old, so I cannot taste any of these wines, and I can only taste the brownie because that's where the alcohol is baked through. So unfortunately, I don't get to partake in all of this fun stuff, but I'll see you guys in a little bit, so peace out.
This week, we had another shipment to us from Wine Awesomeness. So, again, it came with the handy-dandy pamphlet and 3 wines. We're going to start with the Nexo Rioja. Tasting notes they gave us on this one, it's supposed to have floral and rich red and black fruit with some tobacco notes toward the end. Let's see if we get that. Also trying out a new wine opener today, so let's see how this works. We'll have a link for it if you like it and you want to try it out. We'll have a link below for you to see. It is a little floral, and you can kind of get some tobacco on the back end of the aroma. Not so much, but I do get the kind of red and darker fruit smells as well. So that's a good bold flavor. It's dark. Some good balance in the tannins. So they describe it as rich yet soft. This juicy needs cream. I think they meant meets creamy, but it says this juicy needs creamy, but not overpowering sweet potato to back it up. I don't know about that with the sweet potato, but it's got a good balance between that tannin flavor and the fruit for it, and it does linger though a bit more than I would want. Like I took that sip a while ago, it's still kind of coated my tongue. And it's got a decent body to it. It's actually a little lighter than I thought it would have been. The last Rioja I had a pretty good body. And this is actually a little lighter in viscosity, so that's interesting. The next one we have here is a red blend from Portugal. I have another one of their brilliant descriptors on what I'm supposed to smell when I take a whiff here. So let's see if they get it right again. They did pretty well last time. So they describe it as overripe plums cut in half, roasting on an open fire. Yeah, that's pretty good. I definitely get the plum, and I see what they're going about the roasted on an open fire. The tannins and the body of it, it gives you a good little bit of burn, you know, from the alcohol in the back of your nose. So you can get that, you can visualize a fire in it. So, yeah. It's a lot like the Rioja, where it's light, it's very fruity, but not sweet. There's that fruit to it, but the tannins, it's dry enough. And again, it coats your tongue and hangs around for a little while, actually. I'm gonna need to get a water after this one before I even move to the white. Overall, I like it. It's pretty good. I like this one better than the Rioja. I just like the balance better of the plum and the flavors with the dry. So finally, real quick, we're gonna go through the white we got in our shipment. It is a Chenin Blanc from South Africa. This was actually the wine we used in our white wine ice cream. The Faisão, the Portugal red blend was what we used in our brownies. Here we go. Now, when you smell this, you're supposed to get white plums after a rain shower. All right. I can kind of see. So I get the white plum flavor, and just there's something light about it that it's hard to describe, but just that when you smell after a rain, there's that something to it that's very hard to describe, and it is actually present in this wine. So in tasting it, it's supposed to be kind of a guava and passion fruit salad. So it definitely has some good acidity to it from all the fruit flavor. It's not very sweet. It has a good bit of it, but it's actually kind of dry and a very light body. It cleans right off. It doesn't stick to your tongue at all. It's almost gone the instant you swallow your sip. So I guess that's, yeah, I guess that's passion fruit and just kind of other tropical flavors, but don't think citrus. And that's the best way I can describe this. It's nice, it's light, it's refreshing, and I can't wait to try it with our desserts. So this is gonna wrap up our wine tasting section, and up next we're gonna do our pairing with our desserts. See you there. Here we have our delicious sundae that we made with CakeJournal. You can see I've already eaten a little bit of it. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It is delicious. But now we're gonna try pairing the wines that we used in baking the dessert actually with the dessert again. So we're gonna start with our red. So I'm intrigued. It's a plum flavor wine with some good tannins and a little bit of a body to it, with a rich, creamy dessert. So, by some accounts it should work, by others it really shouldn't. And I am very curious. It is awesome to have a little bit of that red wine in the chocolate and a little bit of that white wine fruit in the ice cream and that creamy flavor. It's really nice. That's awesome, actually. So the chocolate is what lingers on your palate from the dessert. So to have the red wine kind of just go with it again, it's already in there very subtly. So to just kind of reinforce it by taking a sip of your wine. So let's see now how the white tastes. A little bit because I have things to do today. All right, again, let's get a little bit of this concoction. All right, that still actually works very well. It's very interesting to think of how the two different wines paired with the same dessert make for entirely different results. So when it was with the red, it brought out the chocolate more and made the dessert on a whole more robust. With the white, it actually does the opposite. It doesn't take away, but it just makes it more refreshing and crisp, cleans it off so that it almost makes it more enjoyable to go to that next bite. Like you take a sip of the wine and you're ready to go at it again. So there you go. You can in fact pair either a red or a white wine with a brownie sundae, given that you have put a little bit of red and a little bit of white in the brownie sundae. So this is delicious, and I really don't know what else to say about these.
Go try it.
Yes, you should. Go. All right, well, that is our show for today. Thank you so much to Sydney and CakeJournal.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It was definitely worth it to have a brownie sundae to pair with the wines.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I would assume.
I'm not going to object to that happening again. So,
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Please be sure everyone to check out CakeJournal. We have a link for it right here. Do check it out. It's a good way to find out some good recipes for baking. And as always, for us, subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check out our website, find the wines that you want to try for yourself there. And as always, take care. I'd say cheers, but I don't have my wine, so.